Okay, in this tutorial what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use the Extrude tool in Maya. What we're going to do is we're going to create this. Excuse me. It's basically just a block with a little bit of detail, and we're going to use that texture to go ahead and texture this whole thing up. That's it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to keep this open for reference or not. It doesn't really matter because this thing is so simple. So all you're going to do is you're going to go to Create, Polygon Primitive, Cube, and I just want you to go ahead and draw a cube, just like that. Hit 5 so you can fill it in. Then what I want you to do is click this tool, Scale tool. Remember, that's also R, and you could bring it down. We're just going to shrink this a little bit. See, if we look at the picture here, we notice there's a middle, a back, and a front. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to go to face, and the front kind of tapers in. So we're going to grab this face, go right click, go to face mode, click that, and then go to Edit Mesh Extrude. And click this blue arrow or hit W, doesn't matter, and just bring this forward. If you hit W, now you could hit R or click the scale tool and grab this red handle to scale it in. Hit Alt and left mouse button, and we're going to go ahead to the back and click the face, hit W, and bring it up. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and make the back. So let's take a look at this thing. So the back's pretty much just straight. So just hit G. That executes the last command, which was extrude, and then W. Okay, and we're going to take the scale tool and just scale it out a bit. So you can see we created this little shape now. We're going to go ahead here and go to Edit Mesh Extrude or hit G. Doesn't matter. Bring this up. And then we're just going to go ahead and taper that in. Just like that. Actually, it's pretty flat. We'll keep it flat like this. And it's a little too high, so let's bring it down a bit. Okay? That's about all there is to this shape. There's one more thing we're going to do, is we're going to grab this, and we're going to go to Edit Mesh Extrude, and I want you to click this red box, because if you notice, I'll give you a better view of this. If you notice, there's no box right here. So click the red box and scale it in. Okay? Now we're going to go to Edit Mesh Extrude, take the Move tool, just bring it up a little bit. Now we're going to extrude it again, so you can just hit G. Click this box, bring it in, and then hit G, and bring it down, and then hit G again, click the box, scale it in, and then hit G, and we can bring it up. This is just a little bit of detail. I mean, it's not necessary, but if you notice what this did, is it added a little bit of detail to the front. Make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, now we need some wheels, and that's about it. So we're just going to go to Create, Polygon Primitive, Cylinder, and I just want you to create a cylinder. Hit the spacebar. It's going to bring up 4 windows here, okay? What we want to do is we want to go to your front view. See, it says front right there? Take this, take your rotate tool, and just rotate it, just like that. Okay? Now go to top, which is right here, and bring this to where the wheel should be. Right around there. You notice this wheel's much too big. So we're going to take our scale tool, just scrolling in the window I want, and I'm bringing it down. Okay, right there. And you'll notice on top, it's not touching, which is fine. We don't want it to touch. Just make the wheel a little bit fatter. Now I want you to hit Control and your D key, and then click the Move tool, and move this over. Again, don't have it touch. Okay? Now take both of them, and hit Control D, and bring it down. And right around there is good. So if we click here, okay, you have this. I'm going to bring these 2 wheels forward more because they look kind of weird there. And I'm going to hit spacebar. The way I'm changing from one view to the other is just hitting the spacebar. That's all. I'm going to use my top view here. This is Alt and middle mouse button. I'm actually going to bring them up here. It'll probably look better. Now you're probably saying to yourself, or thinking, Mr. S is crazy. These wheels are just floating here in the middle of nowhere. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to go to Create Polygon Primitive Cylinder. We're going to create a little cylinder. It's like an axle. Hit the space bar, zoom out, go to your scale tool, just click this and rotate it over. All right? Click your scale tool and scale that out. Now you'll notice this thing isn't exactly straight. So if you go to your channel box right here and you look for where it says rotate Z, I'm just going to type in 90 there and that'll straighten it out. So I'm going to go back to this window, hit W, and line it up in my front and line it up in my top. You'll notice it's obviously too long, right? So what we're going to do is take your scale tool and take this and just bring it in. It should look like this, where it's intersecting both wheels a little bit, but not going through. See, this is what it looks like in 3D. It's perfect. So we're going to take this axle, and we're going to hit Control D. That duplicates it, and just move it back. I'm just scaling. If I hit F, that'll focus in on it, and then you could zoom back a little. Again, that's the F key to focus in. Okay, just move it over a little, like so. And check out our 3D window. Again, spacebar, spacebar. I'm just clicking the spacebar there. And there you go. These wheels, I don't think they're back enough. So I'm actually going to take them and bring them back. I'm going to move them over a little bit. And bring that. Go to your top view here, which is there. That works. And there you go. Okay, last thing we have to do is texture it. So how do we do that? Well, I am going to give you a file called, let me go ahead and I'll show you. Right click, assign new material, Lambert, go to Color, File, go to this folder, and you're going to navigate to my public samples folder. Okay? I'm just right now going to go to the desktop, and I'm going to right click and go to sort by date modified. And it should be here somewhere. Right there, simple boxcar. So there it is. Okay, hit 6 on your keyboard, and you have your texture. It looks a little weird. So the way we fix this is you go to, make sure you're in polygons, go to edit UVs. If you're not in polygons, if you're in animation, just click that and you go to polygons. Go to edit UVs, auto mapping. We're looking for auto map. Create UVs rather, auto map. And now it'll fix the texture for you. So there you go. The last thing we have to do is just make the black windows. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to face, and we're going to click this face, and this face, and that face, and that face, all at the same time, holding down Shift. And go to Edit Mesh Extrude, click this box here, this one, and just scale these in just a little bit, and bring them down. Okay, that works. So now when we color these, and we're going to do one more thing. Edit Mesh Extrude, click here, and scale. So we're going to make a little border around the window. Okay, we're going to do that for all of them. Hit G, click this box, and bring it in. Let's just go to Edit Mesh Extrude, because that worked strange. There we go. And good. Whoops. Let's go to here. That's just G. Click this box and scale. Go to here. G. Click this box and scale. Okay. Now we're going to click this. Right click. Assign new material. Lambert. And go to here. Right click. Assign existing material. Ours is going to be Lambert 2. Oh, that didn't work. Assign existing material. It's Lambert 3 rather. Right click, assign existing material, Lambert 3. Right click, assign existing material, Lambert 3. Go to object mode. And the only thing we have to do now is just make the wheels black. I think I could just grab all 4 at one time. Right click, assign existing material, Lambert 3. Now we'll have to do this individually. Again, I'm just right clicking, assign existing material, Lambert 3. Assign existing material, Lambert 3. And there you go. You basically have a little, I don't know, military boxcar. I hope you found this informative. And, oh, there's one more thing we'll do. Let me see how long this video is. Okay, last thing we'll do. Create Polygon primitive, cube. We're going to create little grates here. Basically like vents. Okay, take your move tool. Go to your top view. I'm just hit spacebar there to go there. Go to top view and bring that right in here. Go to front view and just make sure it's in the right spot. Hit the spacebar. Let's make these a little bit skinnier and a little bit shorter. And we're basically going to really just kind of intersect the geometry. That's what that's called. And then we're going to hit Control D. Move it over a bit. Control D. Control D. Now we're going to take these 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm holding down Shift while I left click. Control D. And bring those over. That's good. And now I'm going to show you a quick way to do this. Go to Window, Animation Editors, Rendering Editors, Hypershade. This is the window with all the textures. So just click these and hold Shift. I'm holding down Shift as I left click. Right click on this Lambert 3 and go Assign Material to Selection. Just hold down the right click. And there you go. So now you have little grates in the front. I think the book did it yellow. So let's make another Lambert. Double click here. Double click on the Lambert. Color. Click on the color. Make it yellow. Click Accept. Grab these guys. Right click. Assign Material to Selection. Actually, I think I like it better in black, but whatever. And there you go. Again, hope you found that helpful, and this lecture is now done.